Hear myself.
Oh, I hear
hey.
myself.
Hey,
Hi.
I hear myself.
Okay.
Welcome in. Welcome into the 84th annual MTR Western Sports Star of the Year Award
Take it
show.
away, Curtis.
Thank you, Stacy. We were all just kind of like, do we go? Do we go? I'll take the initiative.
That's classic Seattle right there. Look, being too polite.
There
You
it
go.
is.
No, you
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
3 cars going to the intersection, and we were just, no.
No,
Yeah,
merge already.
Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube, on mynorthwest.com, 710sports.com, Facebook Live, wherever you can stream us, we're there. Periscope, I guess, maybe. Yeah, we're wide-reaching tonight.
Yes, and now you guys are here too.
Absolutely. I'm Curtis Rogers, host of Seattle Sportsnet. I'm joined by Lydia Cruz, host of The Blitz at 6, and Stacy Ross of 710sports.com.
Host of the website.
There it is.
Yes. All digital platforms.
Yes.
Normally, we're tucked away in the bowels of 710 ESPN.
In the sports pit.
Yeah,
That's what we call
but
it.
tonight they've given us mics. They've put us.
We
put
got
us in
water.
front of a
Poor
camera.
choice.
That was cool.
Water, this non-branded water, because we aren't getting sponsors from it. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. I don't know about you guys, but
I am.
this seems like a very big deal. This is my first time here, and I'm kind of blown away by what's going on around us.
Yeah, no, I was at this event for the first time last year. So happy to be back this year. It's just such a fun experience to see Seattle as the sports city that it is. And there's so many people that come here in one night, and it's just this like mixing pot of people from different teams. You hear different stories, people from different eras. And I mean, if you work in sports, or if you write about sports, or if you're a fan, it's a dream event.
I think also sometimes we can get caught up in the moment and disappointments, but when you reflect on it and you sort of have the bigger picture of Seattle sports, we're pretty blessed, pretty lucky.
Yeah.
And with all of the different levels of sports that have been successful here in this environment, especially in the last I don't know, recency. Like I would say that like we've had a lot of success.
Absolutely.
So take that, Boston.
Yeah, who cares
Gosh,
about your World
look.
Series and Super Bowl in the span of 3
You
months?
in
Some people
Philadelphia.
care.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. To piggyback off your point there, Lydia, about how so much recent success, you look at tonight's nominees, and it is from a very wide-reaching group, because it's not – in years past, it feels like maybe 1 or 2 teams have kind of dominated the headline. But over the last year, it's been obviously the Seahawks and their trip back to the postseason and how they were able to kind of retool on the fly. The Mariners with a very memorable season for sure, maybe the most memorable since '01. The NHL announcing they're coming to Seattle. The
Yeah.
Storm with their 3rd title.
I was just going to say, can I shout out all the amazing women that are
Yes.
nominated tonight, too? I feel like this
Incredible.
is such a great event for that as well. There's so many women at the pro level and in college with UW's softball team. It's phenomenal.
And then you got the WNBA MVP, Breanna Stewart,
Yes.
who's just a monster out on the court.
Stewie, man.
And then the Huskies and Cougs this year. Football-wise, Huskies making it back to the Rose Bowl. The Cougs with the most regular season wins in program history.
Yeah, I hear that Gardner Minshew, is he here tonight?
I've
The
heard
mustache
tell.
is in the building.
He
I've
is
heard
here
tell.
tonight. I'm getting
getting-
confirmation from a source.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. A source, a very knowledgeable source. Knowledge of the mustache.
Yeah, the stash is here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
fun.
That maybe he might even sit down with us. I've heard tell that could happen as
Okay.
well.
Let's hope so.
Can we handle that much swag on one camera?
I can. I don't know about you.
I might not be able
can.
to like look directly, you know, and like
Yeah.
make eye contact with the swag directly, but yeah.
We'll have to have Jessamyn take over that interview, and then we'll have time to gather ourselves.
Yeah, we'll be joined also by Jessamyn Mcintyre. She'll be on the red carpet talking to people and bringing them over to us. So it's not just us three.
We promise
Yeah.
it's not just us. You guys are going to get some really cool interviews with all of your favorite sports stars. Should we go through some of the nominations?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, I like this. I'm living out my award show dreams right now. So.
Yeah, by the way, who are you guys wearing?
Oh, thank you for asking. I am wearing Forever 21.
There we go.
Shoes are ASOS. They were a gift, and I have one earring on because the other one, the headphones were hurting my other earring. So, but that's all you guys can see, just the one.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
All right.
It's about the aesthetics. So,
Yeah.
yes. Also, I would
Who are you
say-
wearing, Lydia?
I believe I'm wearing Gap this evening.
Beautiful.
Maybe
Beautiful brand.
J. Crew, but not like full price J. Crew. This
Yeah.
is like factory.
Very
J. Crew.
Americana.
Yes.
There
How about
it
you,
is.
C-Raj?
Wearing Joseph A. Bank, part of a BOGO, buy one, get one free suit.
You can
Shout
do an
out.
outfit change,
Yeah,
Curtis.
and then I could, except the other suit is still on its way. This suit is like hot off the presses.
I
Okay.
see.
Like within the last 48 hours.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
But
we
yeah.
were still finding tags and things.
Yeah,
in
we
the
are
pockets
actually.
beforehand.
I pulled something out of my pocket and I was like, "What is this?" And Lydia's like, "I don't know. What is
Yeah,
this?"
yeah.
And
It's newness.
yeah, it is. It is.
are we yay or nay on whether we throw to people and ask them what they're wearing,
Oh,
who they're
I
wearing?
don't know. Maybe we leave that up to Jess. I think.
Okay.
Right?
So I think it looks like we've got our very first
We
guest.
do.
Hey, we
and
got a VIP. in
I don't
the
know
house.
if we're going to have anybody with a more stacked resume about to sit down with us. Like, this is one heck of a first guest.
Yes.
Right here on 710 ESPN. Yeah, Jessamyn Mcintyre joining us here. Who do you got with you, Jess?
Pretty much, obviously, the biggest guest we're going to have, both literally and figuratively. Walter Jones, you've made many appearances at this event before. Just tell me what it means to see a little bit.
It's pretty awesome. Anytime you get a chance to represent guys that go out there and leave it all on the field, or whatever play that is, it's pretty awesome to get recognized every year. So for me to be a part of it, call Seattle my home now, so every time this event happens, I want to be a part of it.
Well, everyone out there in Seattle will be thrilled to hear you, especially honor our great city here. Tell me a little bit about who you've seen here. I know that the athletes are starting to wander in, but anyone that you've recognized so far.
I haven't. I just got in, so I haven't really saw anybody, but, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing Sue Bird and stuff like that. I'm a big, WNBA. I love to watch the girls play basketball, so anytime I get a chance to see those ladies, it's pretty awesome.
It really is. They are tremendous, and it will be great to see Sue down here as well. What's your favorite part of this evening?
I don't know. I think it's just being a part. I think that the cool thing, you get a chance to meet people from the other sports. I think they know your background and what you do, but I know their background, so you get a chance to see them out of their uniform and trying to be professional or trying to dress up. Because I know for me, I've been doing it for a long time, and it's still uncomfortable to get dressed up. So for me to see those guys and see how they interact with the fans is pretty cool.
Well, you're pulling it off tremendously. Who are you wearing tonight?
This is, I don't know what this is. I ain't wearing nobody's stuff. I would say
A
Big
brilliant
Walter.
man once said. So I know Tyler Lockett is up for Male Athlete of the Year and probably leaning a little bit towards the Seahawks. What are his chances, you think?
I think his chances are great. I think what Tyler was able to do this year, the yards and the catches that he made this year, he kind of proved his contract this year and went out there and proven that he's a top-tier receiver.
He certainly is. Well, good luck. You go have fun. Go get to say hi to everybody, and it's great to see you and nobody but Walter Jones.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, guys, back to the talent over here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
Where are they? Walter Jones. What a guest.
Yeah, we've started on like the Everest of guests.
Now
of
you guys are back
VIPs.
to us.
I don't know about you
all
guys,
downhill.
but during that interview, I could not stop staring at that Hall of Fame ring.
Yeah, it's quite
That-
shiny.
Yeah.
That was rock. Like,
Yeah.
You were the closest to it. I could see it from here,
I
though.
needed to get my skates out because that's how much ice he was wearing.
Yeah, you need sunglasses for that sucker.
Yeah. Walter brought up Tyler Lockett,
I was just
his
gonna say.
nomination for Male Sports Star of the Year. We were gonna dive into these nominees. before
Let's
we
dive
were
into
so
them.
Rudely
Let's dive
interrupted.
into Tyler Lockett's nomination.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett. Before the season started, a lot was made of the contract that he signed with the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
How would he be able to live up to that when he wasn't exactly having year after year improvement over the course of his first 3 seasons? But
Well, and
then,
part of that was that
holy
big
cow.
injury too.
Yes.
I think there was concern with people that he had a Pro Bowl caliber. He was a Pro Bowler in his first year as a returner, a specialist. And then I think people were concerned because it was such a major injury. And then, like you said, he had the year he did in 2018 and just blew all of those doubts away.
And then turned that contract into what he signed before the season into a bargain, it seems like. And now the Seahawks are able to build on that. They've got a guy who can take over in that wide receiver room when Doug Baldwin is nearing the end of his career, I guess. Maybe he's got a couple more years left in the tank. But Tyler Lockett is a legit number one wide receiver in the NFL, and his development for this Seahawks team was just a tremendous godsend for this team.
Yes, and it looks like we have another interview coming up.
We're making the VIPs wait.
Man.
That's terrible
Just
form.
getting them left and right. We have Seattle Seawolves Phil Mack here. Thank you so much for coming by. Up for Male Athlete of the Year. We didn't get to talk to you since you guys actually hired a coach. What people might not know is that Phil was a player and coach captain last year. Just tell us what that experience was like.
It was great. It was challenging, but as a group, I thought what we did was pretty incredible, and the fans in Seattle really stepped up and got behind us. And when it got really hard during the middle of the season, I thought that was a big part of our success.
It certainly was. I've been down there, packed crowds the entire time. Tell us what Seattle's been like for you.
Just incredibly loud. We've actually built a good reputation for having the hardest place to play in, and I think that is it's a pretty branded Seattle thing, and that's something that we really enjoy as players.
It certainly is, and yes, that is a statement that Seattle fans have made across all sports. Seems to be no shortage of people who will just come out and support the team. Tell us a little bit about the team this year. You're the returning MLR champions. If you don't know that, they won the inaugural year, the entire thing. How many guys do you have returning, and what are you expecting as you continue this season?
We have a bulk of the squad returning, and obviously the goal at the beginning of any season is to try and win again. But the landscape has changed. We've added some new teams. The league has expanded, and the depth of talent is getting higher. So it's going to be a big challenge. But the goal always has to be to repeat.
Yeah, and you guys already started your season, so you hit the ground running and everything. How much did the momentum of last year help you out to kickstart this year?
It was good. We had a home opener against the team we played in the final, Glendale Raptors, and we had 4,000 or 5,000 crazy Seawolves fans there cheering us on, and we started off well and got the win in there. So it's a long season, but we're looking forward to it.
Well, I'll definitely be out there. I look forward to seeing you guys get going once again, and we'll send it back to our talent over here, guys. I'll let you take it away, and good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, Jessamyn. Phil Mack of the Seattle Seawolves joining us here on our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, 710sports.com live feed. Seattle Seawolves winning the Major League Rugby title in their very first season of existence. They're not the only new kids on the block in the next couple of years.
No.
You've got the NHL Seattle team, which is one of the biggest sports stories of the year, up for Sports Story of the Year nominee tonight. Also, you've got an XFL franchise coming to town. Seattle seems like it's the place to be.
Yeah. No, 2020 is going to be lit, as the kids say. It's going to be awesome. 2021 too.
Speaking of it being lit right now,
Right, super lit.
we're going to throw to Jessamyn, who has.
Sorry, guys.
No.
I feel like I'm horning in quite a lot.
should.
Take it away,
Our
Jess.
second athlete of the day, upper male athlete of the year, Benbrook Irvin of University of Washington. Welcome. Let's tell us a little bit about this fantastic season that you've had and what it means to be here.
Yeah, it was obviously an incredible season. I think, it's easy to look at, what I did, but I think it was more special, to get to, have this last year with all these guys that came in with Jake, Miles, and those guys. And it was cool to go back to the Rose Bowl and take our program back where it belongs. And obviously, we would have liked to win that game, but at the end of the day, I think, me and my class can say that we left UW a lot better place than it was when we got there. And hopefully that's going to continue on, and we're going to see some big things out of the Dogs.
You hear a similar message coming out of your program quite a bit. It seems like something that Chris Peterson instills in everybody across the board. What has he meant to you in your career?
Yeah, Coach Pete is why I came to Seattle in the first place. I didn't really look at UW that much, obviously, until he got there. And then I came up here one summer before my senior year, and I met him and spent some time just talking to him. And it was pretty clear that, he's just different than the other guys that, coach college football. He cares about so much more than what you can do between the sticks. He cares about, the person you are, the man you're going to become. And I think, a lot of who I'm going to be in my life is going to have, come from what Coach Pete taught me.
Well, you've got some time coming up ahead between the sticks as your career continues. What's this process been like since you left UW? What are you doing training-wise, preparing for the combine, the draft?
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. We had roughly 4 days off, and then I came back up here. I'm training over in Bellevue with Tracy Ford, Miles is over there, JoJo's over there, Caleb's over there. So we got a pretty good group, and it's a grind. It's 6 days a week, and we're working hard. But in the end, it's gonna be worth it. And the combine's sneaking up pretty soon, so it's getting exciting. But it's gonna be an exciting journey, and hopefully I'll be playing football next fall.
Well, we'll be watching you on Sundays, I'm sure. Good luck through the rest of the process. Good luck tonight as you're up for Male Athlete of the Year, and we'll keep our eye out for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'll let you guys take it away for a bit.
Okay.
Jess, the star of the show tonight.
I know, just bringing in those
As
guests
usual,
left and
though.
right.
Yes.
Benbrook Irvin of the Washington Huskies.
Let's
up for
just
males.
call him by what his actual name is, which is BBK.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh, okay.
One of the best acronyms, I think, in Seattle sports history. Is it okay to make that claim?
I think it's fair.
Okay.
I think it's very fair.
That's
Who's
what
going to
this
tell you it's
night
not?
is for. It's
Yeah.
those kinds of claims.
Because you can't tell us no.
Exactly. We're looking back
We
at
have
2018.
control.
It already happened.
Yeah. No, nominated for Male Sports Star of the Year. Obviously, we've talked about Tyler Lockett. Phil Mack was here talking to Jess. We've also got Gardner Minshew nominated for Male Sports Star of the Year, who, like you said, had an amazing season with Washington State. What do you see happening for him in this kind of draft process and in the league?
He went to the Senior Bowl, had an up and down weekend there, but I think the kind of moxie that he showed this season, the confidence that he gave his teammates around him, you want that from your quarterback position, whether
Right.
that's your first string or second string or third string guy. I think he has some kind of future in the NFL, whether it's as a backup or a third string guy. Maybe he gets a shot at starting somewhere down the line for a quarterback needy team. It's crazy to see where he is now compared to where he was before the 2018 season, where coming from Eastern Carolina, no one really had ever heard of him. And then he's kind of thrust into the spotlight and then absolutely set the Pac-12 on fire. I like his shot at getting drafted. I know that's kind of tough for Mike Leach coach quarterbacks, but we've seen in the NFL the air raid kind of taken over now with so many passing style teams or passing getting emphasized in new head coaches. I think there's more of an opportunity for those kinds of quarterbacks in the NFL.
Brock Heward of Brock and Salk in the Mornings, he always has a saying, do you elevate the people around you? And Gardner Minshew is one of those people to me. He instantly came in and made the people around him better for the Cougs. And also, some of that is his personality and the fact that he just keeps it so
It's
relaxed. But he works incredibly hard. If you talk to anybody on that team, he